Hello, this is the Timeless Tarot, and today's reading, well, the only thing I've got to go on is that today's reading is about somebody who has not got what they want, or who is being offered something that is not appropriate or applicable for them. They feel like they can't have what they want, and what is on offer they don't want. Now, I have said this in a reading recently. I can't quite remember which one. Anyway, I've laid out a spread. Let's go straight to the bottom of the deck, and we have the Ace of Swords. This is the Sword of Truth and mental clarity. It can talk about things like surgery, but I don't think that's the case here. Oh my goodness me. Right, I can't quite believe it. I just turned the other top card. So we have, I don't know if you can see this, we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. We already have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups already in the reading. Now the Ace of so these are right. So we're going to have to go through these one by one, obviously, but in general terms, aces are divinely presented. And if you can see in this picture here, the Ace of Cups is on offer and it is not being well received. Which I find, considering we've got all four aces, I'm finding this quite interesting actually. It's like you're closed off to other possibilities. This person has their eyes shut. They don't want what is being offered to them in a fairly determined way, I would say. And also, this is tinged with a bit of sadness. So we've got four aces. I mean, aces are always new starts. So if I was going to read the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands combined, I would say this is a decisive new start. You're entering a new phase. And this new phase is coming about with some decisive action. Wands is action. Swords is mental clarity. So, or if you've been waiting for somebody to be clear about what they want, they have gained that clarity and they're going to put it into action. So I'm not entirely sure if this reading is for you or if this reading is for your person. Wow, right, at the bottom of the deck now we have the Star. This is a very, very auspicious card. To be honest, when I was shuffling, I thought I was going to do a reading for career and finance. But in the end, I gave up with that idea because I just could not get the cards to do, they just wouldn't settle. And I said, right, let's just do a reading for whomever. Right, I'm going to go to the centre and we're going to work our way outward, I think, today, because I'm not quite sure what this is. So let's try and piece it together. You have at your fingertips some divinely presented gifts on offer. You are being gifted the power of clear thought and action. You have possibilities out there in the world. You can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. You're being gifted whatever you want. This is your wishes coming true. And yet you don't want what is on offer. And that is why you're having to look further afield, I think. It could be that you can't have what you want, and so you're being forced to look further afield. That feels a bit like it. What is crossing the Four of Cups is the Happy Ever After card. So you can't get what you want because of a family situation. This is very definitely a family. In fact, we have both family cards here already. We have one in the underneath position and one in the crossing position. And they're both tens, and tens are endings as well. You've been prevented from getting what you want because of a family situation, which means that you are now having to look further afield to have your wishes come true. Well, okay. As a trio of cards, I'm not sure you can get more auspicious than this. Whatever it is that you've been hoping for, whatever it is that you can't have, that has been you've been prevented from getting. I think that might be coming back around. I think you are finding a way to get what you want because you haven't been able to have it so far. And so you have been looking further afield to find what you want. And this is saying to me that time is of the essence and this is the time to strike. Strike while the iron's hot type of thing. You can have whatever you want, but you have to make use of these divinely presented gifts. You have to take the bull by the horns and move into action. What's crowning the situation is the Ace of Pentacles, which could be a large sum of money. It could be a new home. It could be an engagement. That's 3 aces already. Maybe you feel like you're not able to take the chance you want. These 2 cards do feel like they come with an element of risk. Yes, you have to seize the wand, you seize the day and make the most of it. That's what the Ace of Wands is saying. And the Ace of Swords is saying you have to strike now. And so if you are not feeling able to strike now, then you will not be having your wishes come true. What's crowning the situation is this. This is a card of good fortune. Got a large sum of money. Your money is, if money has been a problem in the past, it is now not a problem. But what is so fascinating here is on the crowning position we have money, on the underneath position we have lack of money. Maybe you've got what you need, but it still hasn't given you what you want. Maybe financially you're doing well, but you still can't get what you want in life. It's that sort of feeling. Everything should be great. Every single card here so far is great, apart from the fact that you don't want what is on offer. Well, we have the Devil to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. This is an obsessive energy. This is also a Capricorn. And the Star is Aquarius, so you could be either of those signs. Not being able to have what you want. These 2 cards here are very clearly saying that you're not able to get what you want. And I think it's a person. You're not able to have the person that you want. And that's to do with a family situation. But on the face of things now, it looks like that might be being resolved because you have the Ace of Pentacles. However, to clarify it, we now have the Devil. So it sort of feels like no matter how good life gets, you still can't get what you want because you're in the throes of being denied what you want because of this obsessive energy. This wish is coming true card was in the underneath position. So I actually think it means that you haven't got your wishes coming true, but you can have it. You're going to have to do something. You need to be propelling yourself forward. It's all very well saying, I haven't got what I want, and looking elsewhere. See if you can find it somewhere else. It's all very well trying that. But actually, in order to get what you want, you have to take action. This could be your person, you know. This might not be you who needs to take action. So if that doesn't fit nicely with what I'm saying, if you're waiting on somebody to do something, then now is the time. This feels like a whole year of being obsessed with somebody. That's what that feels like. It's been a year and I'm getting a tingle now. It's been a whole year of this obsessive energy and feeling like you can't have what you want, or your person feeling like they can't have what they want. They've been in this energy for a year and they have to find a way to get what they want. What's not clear is that in the underneath position, so this is what's not clear or hidden, we have the Knight of Wands, and that is a fast moving knight. He's normally around for a good time, not a long time. Is how I like to describe him. And I think that has presented problems. I think the nature of the connection came about very quickly. It was secret, you didn't tell anybody, and it could have been wonderful, and actually it hasn't been wonderful. It's ended up as nothing. And I think that you're acutely feeling that. Probably both of you are acutely feeling that. But this does feel quite masculine. So if you're watching this and you're the feminine, it could be that your masculine is the one who needs to move things forward. In fact, he needs to move himself forward to this, is what it feels like. Yeah. It seems to me we've had this energy for a while. This energy of will they, won't they, when are they going to get their act together and come towards me? And they really do want to. I think in the past, I think they had a big ego. I think they were quite arrogant. I think they knew what to do. I think they knew how to live their life. I think they were fully in charge of everything. They had no problems. They went about life, well, like the boss, I suppose. Let's have a clarifier for the Emperor. That was the past, though. Yeah, that feels, for them, that feels like quite a long time ago. That feels like they've not been in this energy for quite a long time. And it also feels a bit like it might have been a mask. I think they thought they were happy in the past. And I think they operated like they were happy in the past. But there's been a major disruption to their life, which has brought about an obsession. And that's changed everything. It's veiled everything. It's changed them, actually. It's changed them a lot. Well, what's really interesting here is that we have the card of happiness in the future. Now, this is 3 months as well. We have the card of happiness in the future. Right, so we're going from not having what we want to being very happy, or your person is. So something is changing. What is happening to bring about the 3 of Cups in the future? Well, I suppose it could just be action, because we have cards of action, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Now, 2 cards have popped out here. 9 of Swords, highly stressed. King of Pentacles. This is the king closest, in my opinion, to the Emperor. This is a financially stable man, mature man. So actually, I think perhaps what it's saying is, in order to be happy in the future, your person, your masculine, or the masculine, has gone from a false bravado in the past. He's been living through the depths of not having what he wants. And in the future, because this has caused a lot of upset, in the future it's actually forced him to grow up, I think. Grow up quite a lot and get into a better energy. He could be, we've already had the Capricorn once, he could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. He's in a much better energy. It's not been at all easy. But he is in a much better energy now, because that is the future position. I don't think he's sleeping at all well. I think he's really struggled with the sleeping, and I think that is because he knows he's supposed to be doing something to bring this, to get what he wants. He should be doing something. Well, it's interesting. What's he going to do? How is he going to make himself happy? Well, he's got rid of some false bravado. That's great. So he's left his pride behind. He's contemplated life long and hard. And he's not found that easy either. But he has got through it, and he's in a better place. He's in a much better, more stable energy, and that is going to make him happy. Well, that's good. In the personal position, he's a slow-moving knight. Yeah. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So personally speaking, I think he has I did reading about a man with a plan, and I think this is sort of linking in with that. I think he might have made some sort of plan. I think he's been assessing, and he might have made a plan, but it's slow. He's being slow. I think he knows he's being slow. I think he feels like he might have been being too slow. But we're saying now that the wand is the Ace of Wands is the Ace of Action, and the Ace of Swords is the card of knowing what to do, clear thinking, clarity, decision making. So regardless of how he likes to go slowly, it is now time. I just don't know that we can get a clearer signal than this, that this is now the time to act in order to get what he wants. In the home position, we have communication. This can be texting and emailing and electronic communication. Let's have a clarifier for that. We have the Page of Swords in the home position. I feel like something might have changed at home. I've said that before recently as well. Right, well, that's interesting. So we've got, this is the minor arcana of pride and clinging on too tightly to things that don't suit you. and coming to the end of something. So in terms of communication in the home position, well, it either feels like the home situation is going to change because he's come to the end of the road with the home situation as it was, and he's leaving the home situation, I think, and perhaps I'll find out. Well, that's interesting. Why have I said that? Perhaps I'll find out something about that, or perhaps I will. Perhaps you will as well. Or maybe it's more basic than that. Perhaps he's going to communicate with you because something has changed at home. I think so. Something has changed at home and he's going to communicate that fact with you. With me, because I'll find out. Yeah, I think he's left home. I think something has changed in the home situation. It's forced him to grow up. It's going to make him happy. He's come to the end of something and he's left home, I think. The living situation he was in before has changed. I don't think he's there anymore. And I think that is something that he wants to communicate going forward. That's what that feels like. In the hopes and fears position, he's hoping for communication or fearing no communication. This is more communication. Well, this is great. If you're waiting to hear from somebody, then they are going to be getting in touch. Because these are both cards of communication. This is decisive action and this is clear thinking. So I think if maybe there's been a period of time where he's been assessing what to do. I think so. I think he's been busy thinking about what to do. I think he's decided it's time to communicate and he's hoping for free-flowing communication. To me, that suggests that he's going to get in touch with you and he's hoping that you will respond to him. If you're a masculine and you're watching this and you are feeling like you should have been in touch with somebody, I would say that this is quite a hopeful sign. I think your person will respond. Why do we have the 8 of Wands in the hopes and fears? Is there anything else we need to know for that? Plan. Yeah, he has been making a plan and he's going to communicate. Yeah, wow. Gosh, great, wonderful. Brilliant. The 3 of Pentacles, I did talk about this recently. It is the card of all things being possible. I think something, he's turned a corner somewhere. Somehow he's turned a corner in his mind. And I think before, when he felt like there was no point trying to contact you because he couldn't have you, something's changed and he's decided that he's made a plan and he's decided he wants communication again and he's going to bring that about. The outcome, wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups. I mean to say, everything's changed. He's in a much, much better phase. This is the card of good fortune, for want of a better phrase. No wonder he's looking happy in the future. He's got everything going his way now. Wheel of Fortune. This is something I've felt really strongly in the last couple of weeks, is that the Wheel of Fortune, which I feel for a lot of people might have been on pause or even going backwards, has started turning into the positive. And I do think it's rolling on and bringing a lot of good fortune and positive energy and news and feeling with it. But you combine it with the Ace of Cups. Well, if you are waiting to hear from somebody that you are in love with, who has taken some time out away from you, they are definitely coming back. I mean, I can see no possible way that they can't, because we've got all these cards. We've got all of these cards. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new home or a large sum of money. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is also money and a new phase. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is either new love or a new way with an old love. We've got the Ace of Wands, which is the card of action, being divinely presented with the ability to act. We have the Star, which is all of your wishes that you've ever wanted coming true, or the wish that you don't feel like you can have coming true. And we have the Sword of Truth. And this is where we started, with the Sword of Truth at the bottom of the deck. If I'm speaking and I turn the Ace of Swords, then that means that whatever I'm saying is correct. Sadly, I can't remember what I was saying at the start of this reading. I think I was saying I wasn't sure who the reading was for, but I felt like it was a love reading for somebody, and that is the truth. This is a very much about a masculine who was too proud to get in touch in the past. He's left his ego behind. He's grown up into a much better, more stable energy. I mean, you know, he was in knight mode. He's now in king mode. And he is getting happiness in the future. He has left a home situation that wasn't working. He's quite possibly got a new home. And he is now ready to communicate. Because the person he's been thinking about obsessively is not with him. And he's not happy about that. And he wants to be happy. Well, he actually wants it all with you, I think. And for some reason or other, the Wheel of Fortune has decided to start turning in his favour, and he is being divinely presented with gifts. The gift of clarity, the gift of decisive action, the gift of fortune, money and fortune, and the gift of love. And he's being gifted these things, and now is the time to put whatever his plan is for communicating with you into action. Now is the time. Actually, I'm just thinking we didn't take a timing card. The only thing I can think of is that it's in a month. Yeah, we started here with 1 month, 1 cup that he didn't want. And at the end, we had the Ace of Cups, which is 1 month, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So I think this is the month. Yeah, I do. I really hope this reading was for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe so that I can read your energy more easily, which will help me to do more accurate readings for you and your situation in the future. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. But until the next time, this has been the Timeless Tarot. Goodbye.